to try and get that clear round cross country so that we can go to Bicton 3-day at the end of the season. Just fed Dash's pony. We've been on a spa day today, so we've got all nice hair, nice skin, Scar's looking less angry. Anyway, you guys don't care about that kind of thing. Your turn. Oh my goodness. You were quite clean yesterday. Yes, you're coming in for a feed, little Ludi Woody. And you were clean yesterday, Casper. Look at the state of you now. Typical. Anyway, yeah. Bath and Casper because I'm on what I thought was quite a nice time of, I actually can't tell you, just before 11, between 10:30 and 11 is my dressage. I can't really remember. And I thought, oh, lovely. Not an early start, you know, because I was not really factoring in the fact that there is no time between dressage and anything else to go and walk the cross country course, and I've never been to Gatcombe, so I really do have to walk it properly. And the fact that we are now over 2.5 hours away from Gatcombe, or at least 2.5 hours away. It's probably, I think it reckons it's 2:20 in a car, so it's a bit slower than that in the trailer. Obviously not quite as slow as a lorry, which is good. But yeah, so I will have to leave here I think it's going to be about 6:30. Just had new puppies delivered. Don't know if you can hear that, new hound puppies. They're making quite a Casper. That's so unattractive. Making quite a racket out with the big puppies. I'll show you them as I walk past in a minute. Yeah, so I think we're gonna have to leave at about 6:30 so I can get there for 9. Whiz around the cross country, put studs in. Don't know if I want to leave earlier and then plat when I get there. I forgot my mics. That's because I wasn't actually planning on starting the vlog tonight. I was planning on starting it tomorrow, but I thought as I was here and doing stuff, I would start it. And I'm going to be in such a rush and potentially a bad mood after waking up at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. Where was I going? I don't know. I've actually not got a clue. Natty, walk forward. So yeah, that's the plan. Wake up, leave by 6:30. Oh, I was saying I don't know whether to plat tonight after bath time with old crappy bands and maybe thread, but I don't know if I've even got thread here, or if I should plat tomorrow morning or plat when I get, just hit myself in the face with a rope, or if I plat when I get there and just plat for sort of the amount of time I've got, if that makes sense. So good plats if I've got time, rush plats if I haven't got time. Come on, boys, you are really not helping a gal out tonight. Because that's going to shut on me. That turn. Right, should we not be mean to Matthew? Sorry guys for the racket. Oh, this gate's so, but that was a tractor angle, so far down on its hinges. Come on, because I don't want to get electrocuted. Right, I'll turn the camera around, you can see the new puppies. These are the 3 new ones. I have to excuse the fencing, that are scared of life. These 2 were born in about February, so what, 6-7 months old? Yeah, you guys are about 8 weeks old. Don't come here because there's an electric fence. No. Too bad what we got to work with. Is it? Not for a grey anyway. Plus, I would imagine it's going to be rather muddy there tomorrow, so I'm not going to scrub his legs too hard and get too paranoid over it. Oh, because I think it's going to be rather disgusting after all the rain we've had this week. So get your body clean. Yeah, and your mane. And then call it a night and maybe plat. But yeah, let's get a move on, Casps. One pretty clean pony in a very fresh bed, eating his tea. He's just going to eat that, dry off before I put his turnout rug with the neck on, and potentially start plaiting. Might just do the top few. We shall see. See what time it is when he's finished eating and I've turned Nutty out and finished packing the trailer. Happy pony. I've not done any plaiting. His face is still kind of grubby, but we're just going to go with that, aren't we, Casps? You got a fresh bed, so hopefully you'll stay clean for the morning. And my phone's about to die and I need to order tonight's takeaway dinner. Excuse me, that hay is dusty. Anyway, see you in the morning, Cass. Be a good boy. So it is 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm just heading to the yard. The M5 has been closed since the day before yesterday. So I'm really hoping it's going to be open tonight. And so, yeah, I've had to get up a little bit extra early this morning to make sure that we can get there on time. If we do have to go round the back roads of the, I think it's around the start of the M5. Oh. So yeah, I am not very awake. But I will get to the yard, start plaiting up. I'm pretty sure I've loaded everything. I've remembered to check for things like gloves, which I didn't check for last week. Because obviously you have to wear them for a dressage test. Yeah, I've got gloves, hat, body protector, and riding boots, and a show jacket. So that's all I need. And Casper's definitely got 2 saddles and 2 bridles, and 2 girths, and 2 numbers. So that's all he needs. Anything else is a bonus. Anyway, I'm gonna get on to the yard. Gasps, you're not looking very impressed, are you? He's such a little weirdo. He poos literally all the way around his bed, not on it, which I think is quite funny. Obviously had a bit of a wee. Oh, look how nice and clean it is. I'm very hopeful that means you're still clean underneath. Oh, I'm not going to mix it in with the poo there. Anyway, that's a later me's problem. We don't need to muck out this morning, do we? Hey, let's get you plaited. I have no idea where my comb is. Up here? Nope. I have to excuse all the cobwebs in here. I'm not going to dust the stable. But yeah, I don't know where my plaiting comb is. I used it to pull his mane on, let's say, Thursday. And I can't see where I put it back. Oh, you're nice and warm. Hey, let's get you plaited. All done. I had to do these 2 because I felt like this one was just enough in front of the saddle. But if I did him, it made it an even number on the neck. So I had to add in this tiny little one, which I'm pretty sure is going to be just in front of his saddle, probably. Maybe even under it, so I might have to take it out. But all smart. This one is really upsetting me because it's so much higher. But I can't be bothered to undo it. Right, now I'm going to go and check on Nutty Noodle, because it sounds like he is much closer than he should be. And Casper's going to have a bit of bite first before we load up and go. I'm about half an hour earlier than I thought I'd be. Hey, good boy. Well, the good news is Nutty is on the right side of the fence. And you're pretty happy. So I'm going to leave you out till Tash brings Mickey in. Yeah, good boy. You want to stay with Tash? Stay with Tash? Mickey's out there somewhere. You going to stay there? Good boy. I'll see you later. Enjoy this bit of time of grass before you come in for the day, you silly pony. Hey, good boy. See you later. Right, we are loaded. Off we go. Casper's got 2 big hay nets. Plenty of room. Hopefully this lovely new pet tail bag keeps his whole tail clean. It's quite useful having this on. Use it as a torch. I need to find a way to take this off, but it's stuck on. If anyone has any bold suggestions like this, but I'd rather not leave the mark. If I have to, I have to. Yeah, I can't get it off. Any ideas? Because that is my car that got stolen. Anyway, Right, don't need anything there, that's just feed. I'll mark out and tidy up later. I have 2 saddles, hat, hat, body protector, numbers. He's got a rug for later, grooming kit. Right, let's get a move on. We have arrived. It didn't take too long to get here. Literally arrived bang on time, which is good. Quite nice and easy. Good boy. I'm gonna go walk the cross country course. Let you finish your hay. Hey? And then we'll go do some dressage. Do I need anything? No. I haven't seen it on the cross country app, so I'm gonna have to record it myself to find out minute markers and stuff. I've also never been here before, so I have literally no idea where I'm going. The dressage is there. It looks like the show jumping and cross country are both behind the hedge up here. And I did think on my way up that I haven't brought a coat with me, which is rather silly. Definitely do with a coat, but oh well. Let's go find cross country. So number 1, nice, pretty small fence. Should be very easy to pop out over that one. 2, a nice roll top. Number 3, getting a bit bigger now. Nice sort of spread tabley thing. From here, we're going back round to number 4 there. But you want to get a good line, and also Casper's quite quick, so I don't want to cut the corner too much to get the time. So I think I'll go round this log and then make sure I get myself a good line on what looks like an angled or curving angled double. I think I'm going to try and take this first one on a bit of an angle, and then so your line is more like that. There we go. Jump that quite nicely. 5, the big cross thing. That might not make sense unless you've seen it before, but the top is like a cross. But he's done that one before, so this should be alright. 6, nice tyre jump. So number 7 is this brush fence, but you've got to make sure to come over the nice soft bit and then get straight and kick on as it is up the hill. Oh, I'm potentially a photographer. 8, a nice pheasant feeder. The water jump. Little sort of hanging log in through the water, and then there is a boat on the other side. Water, round and over fence C. And a nice big table. Number 11 is a nice corner, and again he's done that one, the 100 one, so this should be no problem. Hedge for the fence. 12, kind of wish you were doing the 100. That looks even better. Nice little one for the 90. Well, guys, this feels like an incredibly long cross country course. Bearing in mind, so I used to work here. This is Princess Anne's house. I used to work here. She lets out a couple of yards. One is to Tom McEwen, and the other at the time was to a sort of 3-4 star rider called Paolo, and I used to ride out for him whilst I was at uni. Not for very long, but yeah, so his stables are like there. We have gone blooming miles around this estate. I'm exhausted. I've had to try and run it because I didn't think it was going to be quite this long. It's already taken me like 20 minutes. So yeah, and I'm only at fence 13. Hopefully there's a bit of a shortcut back because it feels like, oh, first horse here. I need to get out the way. Oh, I need to stop my app as well. It's fence 13 on one hell of an angle, 2 skinnies. Beautifully done. Fence 14, depending on how good you are for time, you can either come on the inside of this or on the outside. Number 1 from around the outside because you can see a hoof print. So yeah, it depends how good you are for time on this one. But it's that nice table he cart in the middle. I probably think you get a much better line if you go around the outside. So this one's gone on the inside line. Smart little pony. Right, so I missed a fence because my mother was on the phone. But this is the final fence and over the finish line. Nice and easy. Well, I've just done a full voiceover for the dressage and the show jumping without turning the microphone on. So let's hope it works this time. Casper warmed up really nicely. I've got a new thing, well, it's not that new, but where I don't stop between warming up and coming in for the dressage. I don't give him a long rein, don't stand still. He just keeps going because otherwise he goes quite stiff. But he comes in really nicely. We get a 7.5 with the comment steady start. No idea if that's good or bad, to be honest. Then we track right and do a 20-metre circle for a 7 with the comment softer bend. I'm not too sure whether that means he needs less bend or needs more bend. Yeah, not really sure, but you can't see from that distance away. His head's a bit all over the place, but he's going quite nicely. Then for trotting around the edge, we get a 7. Then for the change of the rein, we get a 7.5 with the comment secure rhythm. I'm guessing again that's a good comment. It's always hard when you get sort of 7.5 plus. You want to know what you can do to get that little extra mark. Anyway, for that canter transition, we get a 7. Then there's a 20-metre circle. Again, we get a 7, but with the comment needs more spring. You can see he's just on the forehand a bit. I need to keep him moving forwards, but keep him sitting on his back end a bit more to get the higher marks. Then for the transition, we get a 7. I didn't particularly like it. I didn't think it was very... We lost the rhythm a bit and he hollowed a little bit. But then we go on to the 20-metre circle for a 7 with the comment a little on the shoulders. So again, I just need to keep him moving forwards but sit him back a bit more on his hind end. Then we trot all the way around the edge. There's no mark for this trot around the edge, but I think he's going pretty nicely. He's doing everything I ask, which I can't fault. Then for the change of rein, again we get a 7.5 with no comment. It would just be nice to know how you get those few extra marks. Then we get a 6.5 for this canter transition, which you can see he pops his head up, which is really annoying. I should have sat and waited until the corner and got him a bit rounder. We get a 7 for this circle again with the comment needs more spring. So I think this rein is better than the other rein, but definitely need to work on getting him sitting on his bum a bit more. Then for the 2 transitions in a row, we get a 7. I do think that trot transition was much better and that walk transition was very nice, but he just needs to keep walking a bit more. Then this walk let us down, which I think is a real shame because I don't think it was that bad. I think it started off a bit slow. We get a 6.5 with the comment needs more purpose, but I think here I can't go anymore without him going into trot. So I think she must be commenting on the first half of the walk, which is a real shame. And then we go back into trot for a 7 for our centre line, and then the halt is marked separately. We get a 6.5 for the halt with the comment a little unbalanced. As you can see, he's just a bit abrupt into the halt, but he does halt square, and I think it was quite a nice, pleasing test. All done. I think it was a quite nice test, maybe fairly average. But yeah, nothing, no big mistakes. He was a bit slow on the second canter transition and his head came up. However, that was close. Was that the one closest to the judge or further away? No, that was the one further away. So she could see it, which is a bit annoying. And think our centre lines were a bit wobbly, but apart from that, it was a fairly average test. He went quite well, a little bit lazy. My right leg went fairly dead from all the kicking, but very pleased with him. I think hopefully that'll be a low 30s score. I think there's someone in our section on a 20 though, so unlikely to be in the lead, Caspies. But yeah, that is my prediction, would be a 33 probably. So we shall see. Anyway, we've got about just under an hour before show jumping, so I'm just going to go and chill and have a drink. Caspies, I put his saddle on, and then Dad was like, what time are you going? And I was like, oh, 12:06. And he was like, it's 10 minutes 11. I was like, oh, don't need to hurry then. So I just left his saddle on with the girth loose. And yeah, we'll chill for a minute. Oh, my earrings are in there. Didn't know that. Yeah, that is the plan. So I was a bit hesitant going into the show jumping. Casper had stopped in the warm-up and just wasn't feeling particularly forward. But my aims for the round were to keep my leg on and keep my eyes up, and that was it. And see if that made a difference. We know he's quite a good jumper anyway. As you can see, even with my leg on, he's putting himself on a short stride every time. So we're still working on that confidence, only in show jumping, just to keep him going forwards. As you can see, he landed really close to that fence, which then put him on a horrid stride for this one, and he just pulls himself over, but it's just not very fluent. So here I was like kicking on a hell of a lot more, and we still just slow motion in the air. He's jumping nicely, which I do think is due to my eyes being up. I'm desperately making myself not look down, because every time I get a pole it's because I'm looking at it. So that is the plan at the moment. Then here was a massive triple bar downhill to an upright. So you kick on for the triple bar, and then I had to really sit him up for that upright. But as you can see, he went a lot more forward over it. Then here we get a 90-degree turn to a double, which is meant to be one stride, but it was quite long, so Casper popped in an extra stride, and we had a nice clear round. Very, very pleased. We just went show jumping and went clear. Now, a quick drink of Coke, and then time to get changed for cross country, which I'm actually really looking forward to. So fingers crossed, but very, very pleased. The only thing I've changed is looking up. Still got dodgy strides, but if I was looking up, he cleared them.
Provide quality, natural and sustainable products at all conditions to ensure happiness, comfort, cross country. Nothing to add time-wise, as they were home in 4:36. So are looking like they're going to be on the top 10 finish. Obviously all results are given by me are provisional, and you can find results on
Done. My super sauce pony is having a bit of a graze, but we were clear inside the time, which is wonderful. Got our mojo back cross country, which is really nice. And we are currently sitting in 8th on a dressage score of 30.3, which is much better than I thought it was. I'm very, very pleased with that. There were some very low marking scores though, so yeah, that's why we're up in 8th, but really, really pleased with show jumping and cross country. That's what we came here to do, was, well, preferably a clear cross country was the aim, but yeah, got clear show jumping as well. So that is half a regional final ticket, which is quite exciting for 2026 regional finals. But yeah, time to It's been washed off, time to load up, pack everything away and head home, I think, unless they're doing rosettes to 8th, then we will stay. But I was second last to go in the section, so it shouldn't be long before we're all ready, and I still need to take the studs out, as I've just seen my stud box there, and tidy this mess out. So yeah, very happy boys to be out. Oh sorry Cass, didn't realise you were having a wee. Happy boys back out. And you. Oh, gorgeous boys. And your matching little rugs. Hey. Look at Casper's face. I'm so glad I left you in last night. Boys. Very pleased we finished 8th in our section of over 30, which was a wonderful added bonus to the double clear. Yeah, on a 30.3 finishing score, and the winner was on a 25, so there's still quite a gap to the leader. Although I suppose 5 marks for the top 10 is not that big of a gap. Yeah, very, very pleased. I think we will skip. What's it called? Begins with a B. Bovington? Yeah, I think that's it. Bovington in 2 weeks' time, and just go straight to Bicton at the end of the season. We're going to stick at 90 for now, because I think that's just get both of our confidence up. Hopefully do a winter of 90 in a metre show jumping, and then maybe do a season of 100 next year. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the vlog. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and see you next time.